Hi everyone, Karen here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast and spiritual insights for Monday the 24th of October through until the 31st of October 2021. I can't believe we're nearly at the end of the year. It's just surreal on so many levels, and this has really been a time of digging deeply into our inner resources, into our inner strength, into our resilience. And the message that I feel that has been coming through is the reminder that you are so much stronger than what you believe yourself to be. It is my deepest knowing that the universe, or our soul expression, never gives us more than what we have the capacity to heal through, to deal with, to work through. On a soul level, there is so much expansion that is occurring right now for each and every one of us on the planet. And each and every one of us have chosen to be here on the planet at this exact moment in time. It is not a coincidence, nor is it random that you are here at this time. We are all being asked to come back to love, to recognize and acknowledge the fears as they arise. However, the invitation is for you to choose to rise above the fear. And this flows into, the energy of this week. We've moved into the season of Scorpio. And this is a time to reach deeply into your soul, to allow to rise to the surface hidden patterns and foundational truths. What are your core values? What is your core truth? How often do we say, deep down, I know? Deep down, I know. I don't know how I know, but deep down, I know. Deep down, I know. And what that signifies is the moments where you go beneath the mental mind activity, where you drop deeply into your heart's wisdom, to the inner knowing that you have, that everything's going to be okay, that you can get through this, that, there's light at the end of the tunnel. But it's also in that space when we can drop into that through self-compassion and love and trust, that all that you have been hiding, I guess, because this is what Scorpio does, brings to the surface what is hidden. It's the shadowy aspect. It is a time to face the shadow aspect and shift that from within to outside of yourself. And there's so many moments where something may happen, where a judgment may come up, or you might be in a conversation and feel an activation or a response inside of yourself that is happening for you so that you can have the awareness, because what we are aware of, we can change. What we are aware of no longer has power over us. But what remains hidden can really strike Scorpion's tail at any time, not just at somebody else, but on yourself also. And the shadow aspect of who we are is not something to be afraid of. It is just a part of you that needs to be heard and seen. When I first started my reawakening journey in 2014 now, I went on this mission to, completely remove my ego. And I said to the universe, reveal it to me, and boy, did it. There was a lot of it, negative and positive. But each time I found myself in a situation where I was activated, triggered, responding from a place of negativity, judgment, or fear, I saw that as an opportunity for what it was within the ego, what it was within my shadow self that needed my attention, that needed healing and resolution. So when something does come up, it is not a punishment. It's not the universe going, that's it, all your hard work's gone down the drain now, it's all gone to shit. You haven't done a good job, you haven't been listening. It's nothing like that. What it is a beautiful gift from your higher self, your super conscious self, super consciousness, to bring to the surface what is within the unconscious. What I love is meditation is awareness. Having awareness of the thoughts, having an awareness of the emotions, having an awareness of your surroundings, having an awareness of everything. And it is through that awareness that positive, lasting change can take place. And it is the reminder also that if you're aware of your shadow self, if you're aware of your hidden beliefs, fears, whatever they may be, then if you're aware of that, then doesn't that signify that you are not those thoughts, you are not those feelings, that it is just an experience that you're having in that moment, and it doesn't actually define who you are, who this expanded expression of who you are is, who your true soul self is. It doesn't define you in that way. It's an opportunity to move beyond whatever those fears and limitations may be. You know, the Scorpio is represented by 3 symbols: the scorpion, the eagle, and the phoenix. And so it is through, and it's all about transformation and change. The energy right now is it's spotlighted on each and every one of us with this heightened anticipation held by the soul aspect of who you are, held by the beautiful light beings of the universe, source consciousness itself. Just waiting for you to recognize the gift in any moment that is being presented to you, so that change and shift and transformation can take place. The scorpion sheds its skin often. This is a form of metamorphosis. Haven't we all been going through our own form of metamorphosis throughout the last 2 years? It's a time also of death and rebirth, life, death, life, death, life, death. So as we shed the old, we are reborn anew. We are born anew. As those beautiful wings of the eagle spread through this change and transformation and metamorphosis. Because as you have an awareness without being stuck in it's like being able to see beyond the peripheral. But the eagle represents the ability to have that higher perspective, higher consciousness, to be able to see the bigger plan. And as you raise your consciousness by having the higher perspective, by having that awareness of the spiritual growth, the spiritual journey, the bigger picture, and start to see things from the spiritual point of view. This is where the final transformation takes place of the Scorpio energy, merging from the scorpion to the eagle to the phoenix, rising above all that has kept you down, rising above all that has kept you small, rising above all that has constricted and constrained you, all that has kept you stuck in fear, as you rise above that through higher perspective, spiritual perspective of the eagle, morphing into the phoenix. And it is through the awareness of the phoenix that all things transform. That is the rebirth. That is going through the death process. Perhaps for us, it's the death process of the ego, the death process of the shadow self, because what you bring the light to, there cannot be darkness when there is light. The light is the only truth. Love is the only truth. And it is when we come from that place of the light within and facing the darkness, shining your light so brightly in the face of darkness, that only the light can be seen. On October 31st, we have Halloween, which is also the rising of the Pleiades star. And the message that's coming through from them is that they are just standing strong, these incredible pillars of light, pillars of strength, pillars of courage, and pillars of embodying the truth that there is only light, to offer you even more support of healing, resilience, as you continue through whatever stage of transformation you're in right now. So if you'd like to place your hand on your heart, closing your eyes, can we teach you that you know what it feels like to live without fear of change? Can we teach you that you know what it feels like to live without fear? Can we teach you that you know what it feels like to have the courage, to have the inner resilience, to know without a doubt that source consciousness surrounds you in its unconditional love, and that with this unconditional love, there is nothing in this world that you cannot face, because you are not facing it alone? Can we teach you that you know what it feels like to step into your own power, that you know what it feels like to be free from the limiting beliefs, to be free from your past? Can we teach you that you know what it feels like to access the higher perspective, your higher self's knowing, your soul's knowing, that you know what it feels like, and it is possible to view your life and this life through the eyes of Source, through the eyes of your higher self, that you know what it feels like, that you know what it feels like to move with change in a way that is effortless, with ease and grace, in ways that serve your best and highest good, that you know what it feels like to live without suffering, that you know what it feels like to move forward in your life with hope and courage and excitement for what lies ahead. Can we teach you that you know what it feels like to be inspired by life, that you know what it feels like to tap into your highest potential, and to know that you are worthy of that? Say yes to receive. Take a deep breath in. So for this week, I'm asking for some beautiful goddess energy, feeling her presence profoundly at this time, feeling the divine feminine, Mother Earth. So much beautiful energy around for all of us to tap into, to connect to. You're never alone. We are never alone. We're not doing this human experience all by ourselves here, people. Hecate, beautiful goddess Hecate. She's also attached to my mentor teacher archetype. Solitude. Simplify your thoughts. Give yourself space. Not everything needs to be done right now. Look at that beautiful divine essence. You know, and the space in nature. When you're in nature, you can breathe. When you're at the ocean and you're looking at the expansiveness of the ocean, it's like instantly you can breathe. It's like you can feel the four walls around you falling away. You can feel the hardness around your heart falling away. When you stand outside at night and you look up at the stars, you look up at the black sky and just allow yourself to tune into the expansiveness, to consider using your imagination. I wonder what it would feel like to be in space. I often take myself to space, and I take myself there because it's still and it's infinite and it's peaceful and it is loving. It feels like home to me. So the invitation is to work with the beautiful goddess Hecate this week. Invite her into your heart, into your meditations, into your journaling. Thank you for guiding me in this week ahead. Thank you for revealing to me ways in which I can experience true peace and true space and solitude. Thank you for supporting me in my expansion, in my change, my transformation in ways that serve my best and highest good. And simplifying your thoughts, and this is coming back to the earlier message. Consider this week, ask yourself, am I these thoughts? Are these thoughts who I am? Are these thoughts that I'm having right now, do they define who I am? Or am I more than that? So I hope that these messages serve you well. As always, please be kind and gentle with yourself and to others. Namaste, blessed be.